Hello Aries, welcome to your October reading. My name is JD and this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for October 2020. Thanks so much for your likes and shares and subscribes. It really does help when you add a little bit of your magic to the channel. Let's see what the energy is going in for October. There's a lot to share with you, Aries. There's a lot. We have, first off, a full moon in the passionate, gorgeous sign of Aries, which is happening on the 1st or 2nd, depending on where you are in the world. And so it's going to be adding this extra energy and zest, a little bit more fire to that collective frustration, and that could be happening right now with Mars and Aries retrograde. You got nurture all you love. I love that you got the symbol of the dragon. The dragon has been so prevalent in the readings for these October readings. It's just gorgeous. Wow. Nurture all you love, coming back, into that. And this is your family, your friends, your projects, your love, all that is, dear to your heart. It's like, and yourself, that self-compassion. And it's like, this is your full moon. He's literally holding your full moon, Aries. Yeah, that's what the full moon is bringing you. This is exactly it. And it's like the moon's going to be glowing, especially for you, Aries, and just sort of bringing back that feeling of just like a big universal hug. You also got embrace the feminine, and that's amazing because that's exactly what I was going to say, is the feminine energy of the moon, and that's what it is. Embrace the feminine. It's like this is rebirth, and it's a creative, fertile time for you, Aries, where it's going to just be, about, just softening into the dreams, into that love and what is to come. You got honor Gaia, more beautiful mother energy here. How divine. And my mum is an Aries, and she's the best person in the world, so I love seeing this. It's so gorgeous. So here, it's literally like you've got the phoenix rising here, and, Mother Gaia, and again, the dragon. This is the restoration of life force energy. You're going to be coming back into connection with that softer side of yourself, with that, nourishing and just beautiful, feminine, divine feminine, which is in men and women as well. Okay, let's get a message from the fairies, Aries. It sort of rhymes, yeah. So we have a Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, which is going to be, I feel so dreamy talking about your full moon. I'm like, it's going to be so good. I sort of feel high. I mean, I don't smoke or anything, but that's how I feel. So it's going to be really nice. Yeah, and the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, it's allowing us to reevaluate communication. You might have a lot of communication coming in from the past as well, or just epiphanies, about past relationships specifically. Be gentle with yourself, Aries, and you are not alone. I feel like a lot of there's been this, with the Mars and Aries retrograde, feeling of restriction or frustration, but you're coming back into connection with your soul tribe, with your family, with your friends, and it's just allowing you to feel like yourself again, which is amazing. So just be gentle with yourself in this time of transition. The other message that came through in the meditation was, it was like, well, there was two sort of stories that were happening. The first one was like, there's this situation that's been quite taxing, or, it's been quite frustrating, and rather than trying to do things and deal with this, it's like putting this thing to the side so that you can just concentrate on just taking care of yourself, and that which you love at this time. Because by dealing with like both of these, there's things, it was just like something's got to give, and this frustration might just, come out by, if you're trying to go along, and it might come out in the wrong direction, you'd get angry at the wrong person. And so it's about sort of either dealing with that situation head on and putting that, healing that, or just being like, okay, I'm gonna pop that there and just have a little bit of peace right now, and just focus on this. So there was that, and the other message was suiting up and showing up. It was like, you know, like putting on your warrior outfit or putting on your suit and tie, you know, putting on your party dress and showing up, which is, you know, which is the main part of the battle, Aries, and not everyone does it, but you are always there. And, you know, that's like really admirable. And it's, yeah, it was really cool, because it's like you don't have to, you know, it's like a lot of people, it's like a lot of us want to feel like 100% prepared before we, you know, jump into the fire of events. And you Aries are just like, hey, I am the fire. You know what I mean? You're a leader. Yeah. So by being you got retreat. So again, this is that taking care of yourself and learning experience, you know, and recognizing the past, healing from these situations, like seeing them as a learning experience, because the Mercury retro in Scorpio is going to be bringing up just a lot of, you know, emotion, but recognizing it's all a learning experience. Yeah. Okay. We're going to draw your tarot here for the month of October. But there's going to be a lot of truths coming through, and you know, ultimately it's for your highest good. A lot of you know, sudden information, sudden insights coming through. Okay, let's get one more here to clarify that one. Actually, okay. Okie dokie. So in the past situation, we got the Lovers in reverse, which is sort of, you know, showing, could be a lack of balance, shying away from love, you know, feeling like disconnected at this time or not ready for love. That's in your past situation. And, you know, the mantra for this is, you know, I find myself in loving relationships, and it just sort of, you know, is about experiencing yourself in love, for, you know, in partnership and in relationships. And then the current situation, you got the Moon also in reverse. We actually have quite a lot of reversals that are happening. And so the Moon in reverse can show like being tempted into fear or apathy, like, I don't know if I can go forward. And it's funny because I'm sort of feeling that. And I was like, I feel like I need a green tea after your meditation, because I was like, oh. So yeah, have a green tea, you know, but, you know, not, you know, allowing those emotions to flow and honoring the time of nurturing and retreat and healing. But then I do see you, like I said, suiting up and showing up. So yeah, the hidden energy is King of Cups. So that's the true underlying, you know, essence of it. So even though this is like the present energy, it's like this is like what's coming through for October, which is the suiting up, showing up in a card. You know, this is about protecting those which you love. Again, it's about, you know, nurturing. It's about selflessness. It's generosity. It's joy. It's wisdom. And yeah, so that's it. It's, you know, it's golden. It's the King of Cups. In the obstacle, you got Page of Cups in reverse. So this could be feeling restriction, feeling sort of isolated, feeling like you're not able to sort of get through the emotions, you know. The Chariot is what you is the attitude of others in reverse. So yeah, I feel like there's like a decision, Aries, or there's something that you've been contemplating and you're just not quite sure how to go through it. It's like here is like, if it was this way, it's like, I know what to do. I've been, you know, I'm fully in alignment with this decision, you know, but here is like, I don't know. So the attitude of others, because it's in reverse, is actually others are being, you know, generous with time, and they're saying like, you don't need to make a decision right away, Aries, like take your time. Yeah. And so that's a supportive energy. Like you're not being pushed into this new beginning. It's literally like at your leisure, which is really nice. So that's the attitude of others. In the what you should do situation is Eight of Swords. So this is, you know, again, this is sort of, you know, thinking into the void. I feel like this is the triggering situation. Like, these are like triggers, yeah. And so it's sort of like placing those things to the side for a while to allow yourself to come back and ground into that peace, because you're like, it's like, hey, and you're like, can I just, and so I feel like, Aries, this is really just about just like pop that there and deal with this, and honestly, the mantra for this is, I turn darkness into light with every step that I take. I turn darkness into light, because ultimately, it's all about cycles. We can't just, we can, we eventually do just live in the light and the love and all of that, but here in the physical plane, it's about this cycle of life, and things change, and we go through difficult situations, and then we go through great situations. I just love that quote that's about, everything is temporary. So, when there's a smile or a laugh, then have it, and then when the difficult times, remember that those times too pass. And this card is really it's just, allowing you to focus on turning those times in and putting your focus on that which brings you peace and joy. Okay, the outcome is the Death card. So this is, and I drew a clarification card, but let me just explain this one. Gorgeous art on this. The outcome is you are transforming. This is, definitely a month for it with Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Like, everyone's going to be transforming emotionally in some way. But that you received this card, and you're the only sign so far that's received this, is really monumental. This is like you really doing the work. This is like a true new beginning. It's like, it's a new chapter, Aries. And it's really deep. It's really connected, and it's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. It's like a vision quest, very connected to spirit. And then the clarifier is Two of Swords in reverse, and so that is maybe feeling pressure to get through to this transformation, to make a decision, to work out what that new path is. Someone might be like, okay, let's get this project started, or like, what are we going to do? What are we doing next? And this card is just sort of letting you know, like, you don't need to be rushed into decisions, or, it's like taking things at your own pace, and just sort of honoring, if you need more time, then you take more time, Aries. That's just how it goes, yeah. Alrighty, sweethearts. We're going to do, I'm going to draw one more from like a different energy deck that I have here, and then we'll do your romance angels. Man holding a heart. Oh, it's such a nice card. A lot of love coming in for you, a lot of passion. With the 2 full moons like this month, and especially because it's in your sign, Aries, it's all about passion. So you got action. Taking action on the passion when you're ready. And you got indecision. And you got envy. It's amazing how often this has been coming up, actually, in the October readings. Indecision, not knowing which way this path is, but taking action when you're ready. Yeah, and envy... when we're envious, Aries, it's, it's just because why is it? Envy is because we see something that we're like, that would bring me happiness, right? That would bring me joy. And so with feelings of envy, it's like, if, it could be like, what is it? It actually just aligns you with what your dream is. So envy is actually a gift in disguise. It's like, oh, I want to be on that holiday, on the snowfields. And so then it's like, okay, well, you know what? It's my full moon happening at the start of the month, so I'm going to be dreaming in a holiday on the snowfields. So that's sort of like with envy, it's actually a gift in disguise. And it could also be envy coming in, which is quite likely because the veils are thin at this time, Aries. So if you're feeling like the eyes of envy, like, just be yourself, like you always do. It's like, you're not going to let anybody dim your shine. That's not Aries, gang. It's like being proud of who you are, you know. And if anyone wants to throw shade or any of that, it's just like, I'm gonna take your jealousy elsewhere. Like, you know, use this as a gift, you know, in disguise for your dream, but I'm doing my thing. You know, it's like that, Aries. Yeah, you're not gonna like put up with this energy, but when you're ready, you'll make this decision. And yeah, you have a lot of new passion, and I feel like, you know, this passion, it's in all areas of your life. It's in relationships, it's in your work, it's in your home situation. Like, you're really, like, a death is not just, you know, making the death card, I mean, is not just making one small decision. Like, this is major transformation, Aries. So you got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Let's get another card from the Romance Angels. And then we're going to draw from the Passion deck. You got religious factors. It says that spiritual beliefs or your upbringing could be a factor in your relationship. So, you know, just sort of, you know, you might be from different cultures, or just sort of seeing things in a different light. So really, like, understanding the other person's point of view by just putting yourself into their shoes, or like, how would it feel like to be that person, you know, maybe being brought up, you know, and now in this situation, you know, just because we're so, humans, we're so amazing. It's just that we're all connected, it's all beautiful and lovely, but we're so unique as well, because we do have, you know, just different experiences and perceptions of everything. So, and you got flirt. So this is extend your light-hearted energy to others. And also with this one, I'm actually feeling like this is sort of good. It's like, yes, it can bring in misunderstandings, but it's giving you a chance to communicate. And that's what Mercury retro is doing. Like, you're going to be communicating and sort of just understanding each other in this time, Aries. Yeah, and this could even be like you wanting to learn about different areas, you know, maybe like, you know, a different culture, or like, you know, what's it like going to church, or like whatever it is for you, you know, that you're interested in. Yeah, you sort of see that card there. But flirt, because you are going to be glowing because of full moon, so gifting your goodness, you know, and having a good time, Aries. Okay, sweethearts, we're going to draw from the Passion deck here to see what is going on in your romance, and then we'll do your spirit animal and angel cards as well. Okay, and a crystal card for Aries for October. Okay, I'm gonna get a clarifier. Got two. All right. So basically, we got the Ten of Wands. This is quite passionate art, by the way. So Ten of Wands is sort of showing a fear of being yourself, like a fear of being rejected, a fear of being abandoned, you know, in love. And, you know, this card is, again, just saying, like, be yourself. And you're really going to be, you know, igniting that with this full moon, and throughout, you know, that's the energy that's going to be gifted to you throughout the weeks of October. I love that. And the thing is, it's like coming through this from the Ten of Wands of like questioning yourself and just like, you know, stepping into your power, because you get the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Chalices. It's super powerful. So it's like, you know, not questioning yourself. It's like pushing through those boundaries, or that that fear, that repression, that regression, that aggression, whatever it is, because, you know, on the other side of that is this divine union, and it's, you know, powerful and beautiful, and glory and passion, and the garden in the sea somewhere. So that's really nice. Okay, darlings, let's draw your spirit animal for October. For Aries, you got Scorpion. I'm going to read from the book. The book, let's see. There's that Mercury retro in Scorpio. It really is for you guys, bringing in major, just transformation in October. Seeing things in a new light, self-analysis, making decisions, and yeah, complete new beginning. So let's just see exactly the message. There it is. Passionate, competitive, tends toward isolation. It says the Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past. That's exactly what the meditation was. Usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. 100%. You know, dealing with those feelings, and you know, it doesn't always have to be confronting person. You can write a letter, and you know, you should totally write a letter at your full moon, you know, on the 1st or the 2nd of October. If you're watching this after, then you know, literally the energy lasts for like all of the month. So yeah, you could do that for sure. When in balance, wild and free and fierce. This is bringing transformation for you. It's like, it's aligning you with this, your divine path. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, or unresolved. And to bring into balance is honesty and forgiveness. Yeah. So if there's like this feeling of unresolved or envy or, you know, feeling like things aren't fair, you know, it's like it's turning that upside down to come back into your fiery but fun self, and to know that, you know, bringing in that forgiveness, knowing things happen for a reason, self-analysis, reflection, you know, and stepping forward into the light to just go and just be your passionate self, Aries. Wow. Okay, I'm going to draw here your angel card. So the message from the angels is inner strength. It says you have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem that you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Yes, because you do. You just help everyone, Aries, and it's like just this month you're giving yourself that goodness. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer is to tell someone no. You know, it's like not letting people waste your time, your energy. You know, you're doing things that feel right for you. It's like putting a situation to the side, like I'm not going to argue here anymore, or like I'm just going to resolve this, and then, you know, doing what is right for you. So if it's not 100% yes, then you know. Okay, darlings. I feel like I can't remember what deck it was. Oh, it's here. So here is a question deck. So you can ask Spirit if you have a question. Hold it in your heart and let's see what the answer is. I feel like this is a bit of a, like it's a very intense read. Yeah, like I'm feeling like I'm gonna have that cup of tea. Okay. So you got look for a sign within the next few weeks, and the answer is no. There you go, Aries. So whatever that was, it's like Spirit's going to be guiding you. You're going to find those signs really clearly within the next few weeks, and no. Let's get a clarifier on no. It just feels just a little too abrupt. There's something better. Oh my goodness. Yes, there is. There's something better, Aries, and it's going to be beautiful. Sending you so much love and light. Thank you so much for being you. Oh, I'm a darlings. We'll see you next month, and happy Halloween. Ciao for now. Bye, my loves.